Arizona's strength is really in the front court with Caleb Tarczewski and Brandon Ashley, along with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson and a bevy of other front court players. But to win a national championship, they're going to have to face teams with better front courts than really Arizona's played all season. And it starts in the Sweet 16 against Xavier. The key matchup in this game will be those guys against Matt Stainbrook and Jalen Reynolds. Stainbrook is sort of sneaky. He's got good post moves, controls his body well for a big guy. Reynolds is more athletic. He's very tough, and he was hard to stop in the round of 32 against Georgia State. Seeing those big guys go against each other in the Sweet 16 out in Los Angeles will be really interesting preview for Arizona as they possibly get ready to face Wisconsin in their front court, and if they're able to get by that game, possibly Kentucky in the Final Four.
What's Xavier coach Chris Mack going to have to do to help his team beat Arizona in the Sweet 16? In short terms, a lot. Coach Mack's going to have his hands full against a really talented Arizona team. They're probably the second best team in the Sweet 16 right now, behind Kentucky. You have TJ McConnell, just a great point guard, and then 4 NBA caliber guys. That's just tough to stop. Make no mistake, this is a long shot for Xavier, but it's March, and anything can happen. The key for Mack will be getting touches and ISOs for center Matt Stainbrook. He could struggle against Arizona's talented front court, but he's unique big man and has a different type of skill set that could give this team an edge. And Xavier's going to need help from its supporting cast. In the game against Georgia State, Miles Davis had 5 3-pointers, and then Jalen Reynolds was huge off the bench. All the parts are going to need to be working well for Xavier to pull off an upset.
Wisconsin is really known for playing at a fast pace or scoring a lot of points, but they do have the most efficient offense in the country, and that's a real problem for North Carolina, which is not one of the top 40 teams in the country in defensive efficiency. I think it's going to be a real struggle for North Carolina to try to guard Wisconsin. Wisconsin's more mature, they're more physical than North Carolina, which is a much younger team, not a real big size team. They're athletic and they're quick, but they don't have a lot of bulk, and I think they're going to have a tough time trying to guard Wisconsin in pretty much every position.
Who's going to win between North Carolina and Wisconsin? Unfortunately for Badgers fans, this game could be much closer than they'd like it to be. Still, Wisconsin's going to come out of this one. North Carolina's been a hard team to gauge this season just based on some inconsistent stretches. Well, they're finally starting to play up to their potential when it matters most in March. Wisconsin wins this game because of guess who? Frank the Tank Kaminsky. The likely Player of the Year candidate is so tough to guard because of how he stretches the floor. And while North Carolina has a lot of talented bigs, they don't have anyone who can step out and guard him on the perimeter. Additionally, Sam Decker and Nigel Hayes, those are 2 players that could pose matchup problems for Coach Roy Williams. North Carolina might have the edge in the backcourt behind crafty point guard Marcus Page, but Wisconsin's stingy defense and disciplined offense will help them pull away with the win.